All right, guys, so welcome into the website again. Really exciting news. I'm actually standing in our new facility. Today is day one at the new facility, and we're going to put together some sewing machines and get some tables built. If you see this right here, I'm gonna give you a free lesson in this intro video on the website. We're going to completely assemble another one of these machines. This is a Consew 206. It's an RB5. I really like it a lot. Actually, I'll just give you a quick little run through. I mean, the thing is it's just so smooth and so controllable. It's absolutely just unbelievable if you ask me. But the videos that you've seen me do and all of the rest of the filming that we have, all the courses, that's the 255 RB3. We're going to start using this 206 RB5 a little bit more in the filming. The machines basically are exactly the same. The only difference is the bobbin is a side loader on the 206 and it's just a little bit smaller. That's the only reason why I have the other machine, is because the bobbin's a little bit bigger. So with the new facility and all these new machines that we've gotten, we're going to start doing an in-house school. That's going to be coming up probably in like July, maybe August, somewhere in there. I don't have it pinned down yet because we still have to get everything built. But we're going to have the online courses and the in-house schools that are going to go hand in hand with each other. So I'll bring you in, and if you go through the school, you're actually going to get 100% access to the website as well. So let me show you. Let me show you some of the stuff that we've got going. This is brand new. This wall right here was over here, so we've taken it down and we've moved it, and we're going to put, that's going to be all of the office inside there. And then we have these big doors to keep everything opened up. On this side of the room over here, I'm going to have a 6-foot by 19-foot table, and we're actually going to build that up against the wall. So if you're doing like big mooring covers and stuff, you have a lot of material, it's really nice to have that wall there because it keeps it from falling off of the table. Some of the big acrylic stuff or the enclosures where you need room to swing around, we probably won't use this machine as much, but it is going to be its own station with that big table right there. If you come this way, right here in the center, I'm going to build a 16-foot by 12-foot table that's going to have 2 stations on it, and it'll be both the 2 new Consews in here. This table is going to be really cool because you'll have mountains of room to swing around. Now, if you're doing anything with any length, we probably want to use another machine, but because we'll only have about 8 foot at the front edge of both of these stations. And then on this side over here, this will be more familiar to you because I'm going to actually strip the table down that's at the shop. Now, the other shop, and we're going to rebuild that table right here, which that table is 20 foot by 8 foot, and then I have a 30-inch wing that flips up and flips down. So it'll come all the way to the wall, and we'll have room to move that, flip it up and down, and give you more space. So this will still be the main area for doing filming, simply because of the size of that table. But then, of course, we've got a in-house bathroom, which I'm really excited about. Never had one of those before, but so it's March of 2016 right now, and my son has moved up here from Florida, and he's full-time, so he's going to take on a lot more of the custom end of the business. So it's going to give me more flexibility, if you want to say, to start doing more of the filming and definitely more of the training. Right now, the plan is to have 4 students once a month. And that's how we're going to start it. Never know. I mean, may bring it down or increase that. But the way that the shop's going to be set up, we're going to have 4 different stations in here, and that's why I'm going to bring in 4 students. So in the school, it won't be a group build. So if we do an enclosure course, what we'll do is we'll have a mock-up of a boat inside here, and each person will be able to pattern everything out themselves and then go to their own station and completely build the entire enclosure. And hopefully we can do it in a 4-day class, which I know we can. But it'll be really nice, because that way you can go at your own speed, your own pace. You're not going to be waiting for anybody else to get off of a sewing machine or anything. And I also have my father, my dad, is going to be in here for the schools too. So we're going to have me, my dad's name is Ted, and then my son's name is Jake. So we'll have me, Ted, and Jake all in here for the in-house schools. It's going to be really exciting. I'm really looking forward to it. We've got I got the Sunbrella rep coming by this week. We've got the Solar Fix thread guys that are going to be coming in and setting us up to do the thread stuff. And we've also got the sewing machine guy, which I'm a big fan of the Consews, as you can see, but I want to get some more types of machines in here to show demonstrations on different machines. I personally feel these Consews are $1,100, brand spanking new. So take a peek under here for me, Jake. If you see, you got a servo motor and the table. This is an H-leg, and the machine with the 4-thread holder, bobbin winder, and this little light that goes on here is $1,100. $1,100 right out of the box. These things can be a little bit complicated to put together, so if you stay tuned, I'm gonna do a complete build right now on this whole assembly. If you're going to be in the boat business, this machine is economic and it will do everything that we want it to do. So stay tuned and we'll watch that. Okay, right on. So this is it. We're gonna unbox all this shit and get it built. This is Jake. So he's going to be doing most of this. All right, let's get going. There's actually 2 tabletops in this one box, but got it? All right, let's just snag one of these tables out of there. All right, move that out of the way. Okay, so you can see this thing literally comes with nothing on it at all. And that's the reason why I'm doing this, is because there's also no marks or anything on here where any of the stuff goes. So if you've never put one of these together before, it can be a little bit confusing. Go ahead and unlock and do that. Those are the legs. All right, let's just pull all the pieces out. So you got the bottoms, you got your foot treadle, and you got your legs. Smoke that out of the way. Open that box and get the nuts and bolts out. So I found, of course, this is not the first time that we've done this, but the weirdest thing with these parts, we got way too many of some parts and not enough of others, but that's all right. Put them in the box so we don't get them all confused. And there should be another set of nuts for these. Yeah. So the first thing you got these little foot legs. Yeah, legs. Is that what it's called? Well, I don't know where this stuff is made, but no, the nut goes on top. That way you can adjust these, and then there's a nut right there that you can tighten those down on. So just barely get it on. Just get it up so it's all right, so let's pull these off. Pull that out. So then this first thing, go ahead and set it like this. Give me some nuts and bolts. We got my bad. I just completely let go of it, thinking it was already bolted on. So the nuts are on the back side of this, they're welded on. And all of these bolts are 5/8. I'm just going to let that camera run just so you guys know. I'm not going to do a lot of editing with it. You'll have to use the fast forward button if we get too boring. Grab the wrench. All right, so now let's stick these back in here. All right, flip it up on top. All right, let's grab the, all right, let me get another angle on this with the camera, hang on. All right, so what you've got here is this square piece and a nut. Now this bar right here is everything on this thing, the treadle, and it's all adjusted so that it can fit you. If you're super tall or super short or whatever it is, but you just stick this square thing inside here and then you can turn it, and that's what you bolt this up to. So, and one thing that I do like about this table, it's a little bit different than my others because you can get to this with it the right side up or upside down. What's that? Oh, we'll adjust it, but all right. Let's grab those hook pieces. Yep. All right, so remember that you're sitting up here and you're going to be facing that way. There's a set of 3 holes. Why does that thing keep going on? There we go. All right, there's a set of 4 holes. That goes away from you this way. And we actually had to bend these things last time, but see if they'll line up now. Can you get them on without? Oop. All right, okay, hang on, as we do it. This knob is going to come into this hole on the treadle, all right? And that's what's gonna make it go up and down. And then there's a little groove in there, and that goes inside the split. And then this backing bar is where you're going to bolt that onto. And it has threads on it. So what happened last time is we couldn't get, oh, this one went right on. So I had to bend those little tabs last time.
This one's gonna go right on.
Did it go on?
Yeah.
Good.
Well, it's gonna be close, but it'll go.
Threads are a little jacked on this. All right. Oh man, that's really bent. No, it's not. That's not on there right. Well, okay. So you just stick that in there. Stick this one. In there. And now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to temporarily tighten this up because it's all going to get readjusted. Okay, so you can get to all of these nuts. All right, so let me turn this just a little bit. All right, I took, oh, we will. Here, let's do that. So you can see that one on there? And then flip it back towards you, Jake. And that backing plate was right there, the backing nuts. All right, right on. All right, so the table, okay, which way is the front? Okay, this is the side that's coming to us. So that's gonna have to turn around. But do we have the pencil by any chance? No. So I can do it with this. If you measure this length back here that's going to get bolted to the table, same thing over there. You want to put the table legs in the middle of the table, and it's only going to go so far. But what I can do here is just put a 3-inch groove. Stand that up now. And there you go. So just let it go all the way down. My hand, okay, yeah. So I know you're not going to see it, but I put a little groove right there that was, and this one I've lost. Inch. Right there. Let's bring it. Okay, so I went 3 inches in on both directions, 3 inches up right there, and that's right exactly where we want that table. So you got screws in there. I'm using a I don't know what size those screws are. They're pretty big, but nonetheless. I'm just drilling a little pilot hole. Go ahead. Good. All right, let's flip it over. And stand it up. Let's get, now did they give us, last time they only gave us 2 nuts. Yeah, they did that again. And they only gave us 2 bolts. So, no, I don't know what those were. But you need 4 bolts and 4 nuts. Probably easiest. All right, you ready?
Yep.
Put that one in. So it was they did the same thing on the other table. I don't know why they missed the nuts and bolts, but they did. Let me pull it up as high as it'll go. Is it okay? Tighten it down right there. Do you have the wrench? Here they are. Here, let me hold it. Yep. That's good. That nut dropped off of there. Good, okay. All right, so that's the legs. Pause that. All right, table's done. Servo motor. Let's unbox that dude. All right, and then on the okay, so they give you spare parts. Now, let me show you. This is a I don't even know why I'm getting it out of here, honestly. Jesus. These are protectors, right? And if the manufacturer watched this, he'd probably discredit me but I don't use them damn things. I just don't use them because they're in the way, to be deathly honest with you. And I'll show you too with the machine. I don't usually put the protector stuff on, but this is really cool. So this is a brush motor, and they give you another set of brushes, which is really handy to have. And then they also give you, I'm not an electrician, I don't know electric motors, but there's another piece, and it must be the top of where the electric brushes go. See that? But so we'll keep those and put those in a good spot. And now you got 3 bolts that get through bolted through here. And they have a, go ahead. Good. There's a little hex head that goes on there. And what you're doing is just driving that in through the wood so it doesn't spin. Good, it's all flush. All right, then these are little rubber bushings for the weight of it, and then you've got washers and nuts with lock washers. important to put all of this together on there because there's a lot of vibration that goes into this. So, and what I typically will do is just put these two on the dinner's here. All right, so you got to get the wrong way. Cord out of here, and then there's 3 bolts in here, but you got to put in 2 sides first.
I forgot one of these.
No, it goes on this side. So you don't want to tighten this down either yet because you have to adjust it left and right in order to get it to line up with the pulley on the sewing machine.
I've got a weird angle.
Here, I got it. So just let it hang there, and let's get the machine out. Just handles on the other end of that. You did that last time too, didn't you?
I didn't do it that time. I almost did.
All right, let's open this first. Box of goodies. Oh, we forgot this other washer. Go ahead and open that.
Huh?
Go ahead and open that. Okay, so when you first thing you want to do this Consew belt, throw it away because we've got, they'll send you other ones, and then in this box you got your bobbins, and we need your extra bobbins, oil bottle, wrenches, a couple Allen wrenches, but what I need out of here are these screws and this. And then you also have your instruction book, which keep that because that is very nice to have for doing adjustments. You got your Bobbin Winder, you got your treadle. These we're not going to use. It gives you a set of screwdrivers that fit, and then they also give you these rubber mounts, which we'll go through all this stuff. So, all right, so one more time, I just did an adjustment. Bag of bobbins and some wrenches. Oops. Grab that for me. Just put it in there and put it to the side. Put it over there. You've got your stopper, which I can set that in there now. That's for the, you got your knee lift. And now see, these are, I'm not even going to open this up, but these are all the guards that help your fingers not go into stuff. I'm not going to use them. So I'll put those off to the side. You can figure that out if you want to. Set of screwdrivers that are, actually they're cheapo screwdrivers, but the cool thing about this is they're the right size for everything that you need. And I'll show you a good example of that. And this is also the, this comes with a 2-thread holder. So a thread holder for 2 spools. So you don't need to buy another one, but we buy them so that we have 4. I like to keep my black and my white thread up there all the time, so I'm not constantly changing it back and forth. So I'll put that to the side. Put these to the side for now. All right, so actually put the bobbin to the side too. All right, where was, somewhere there should have been, oh, here are the nails. Never mind, they're in this bag. Okay, so these are the hinge, right? And these things are pretty daggone tight, I can tell you that. But you want to get it all the way up in there, and then you nail these down. And then, not a great example of a punch, but I'm using pliers. So now you have these corner pieces, sorry, and they get jammed up into the corner absolutely as tight as you could possibly get them. Let's do that. All right. Ready? One more. Okay. All right, get the machine out. All right, look at that beautiful thing. Money maker right there, baby. That is the money maker. So this is, what we're doing here is called a knockdown kit, okay? Nobody's assembling these for us. obviously, but you can buy them. Here, turn it around and go ahead and stick it up there. You can buy these assembled. Hold on. I find that it's, you pay more shipping, you pay more money, you pay more everything. Not to mention the fact that if you stay tuned, I'm going to show you how to do all the adjustments. Okay. Now that will loosen up. These things will, as you use it. Damn, it's really tight. No, pick it back up again. There we go. Ah, no, do it again. There we go. Okay, looks good. Little bit of adjustment. I like this table to be absolutely flat, so I'm not going to do it now, but these little rubber things that we just put in there, what I'll come back and do is I'll take a knife and I'll trim those things up until I get this deck nice and flat on here, which will be another project. So let me get an angle real good right here. Okay, there's a nut on the end of this. You take off. Okay, I just had it a second ago. Damn it. I have to roll it. Give me the pliers. All right, let me zoom in. There's two grooves. One there, actually that's a groove, and that's just a flat spot. Now, in order to get the bobbin in and out, there's a dot here and a dot on the machine itself. Now those need to line up. So they're too tight, obviously. That's why you use these screwdrivers, because they fit all this stuff real well. So we got two set screws for this, and you want to make sure that you put them on those two grooves. And then that way it's all going to be lined up. Now the timing and everything on this machine is set from the factory. But you can feel, once you get that in there, that it's in the groove, and then you can cinch it down and tighten it down. All right, so that's all you need to do with that. Now, at this point, if you were going to put the guards on there, you would put that guard on before you put the wheel on. All right, so that's that part of it. Now, obviously, I can see down in there that motor needs to scoot this way, Jaker.
Go ahead and tighten it on there?
Not yet. Let's get the belt on first, and then we'll... So now, this is I just like these belts better. They're more symmetrical, but they come with it when you buy them. So you just put it on the pulley at the bottom and pulley at the top up here. And now you can adjust that motor. Oh, we need to back up. Okay, now you can adjust that motor back and forth, which he's got it straight right there. So go ahead and tighten those up. Here's your... Now there's a rubber bushing in there, so all you need to do is tighten it up, so that just so the bushings are tight on there, and then you let the bushing do its work as the thing's vibrating back and forth. So that'll take him a minute to do that. But now that I have, actually, do the other side, do your left side. Actually, you can probably do it by hand if I push that up there. Can you do it by hand? There you go.
It's too far to my left, though.
The motor?
Yep.
Right there? Does that look good? Oh, shit, is that thing? Go ahead. You're gonna have to use the wrench. Just do the outsides. Let me kill this while you're tightening those up. All right, so first thing I need to do is pull that stop off. This is how you adjust the tension on the tension for the belt. All right, so no, it doesn't need to be super duper tight, but it needs to be tight enough that it won't slip, but not so tight that you're putting strain on it or stress on it. And then snug that up pretty tight. All right, that's good. All right, so let's come back up here. All right, so with that, now we grab, all right, our bobbin winder and need our drills. All right, so now this bobbin winder, all you need to do here, and this side right here. So that's engaged, that's out, right? So you want to make sure that it's out, first of all. And you just want to put it straight. I'm about a 1/16th, an 1/8 to a 16th off of that. So when I engage that, see how it pushes the belt back in, but you don't want it squeaking and you don't want it touching, so it'll keep going. And then I'm just going to line these up right here and put the holes so that you've got room to do adjustments forward and backward. Right there. Sweet. Okay, that's it for the bobbin. Go ahead and hit pause. All right, so on-off switch. For right now, I'm just going to wrap this around, and you want to make sure you go on the outside of that leg. And then one thing that one thing I like to make sure that I do is I want this on the front, but I don't want it to where I'm going to hit it with anything. So I'm just going to back it up just a little bit like that. And then just screw that on. Damn, slippery though. All right, on-off switch, done. So they have a couple of these. Actually, let me switch over here. Well, I had two of them. I don't know where. Anyways, go ahead and cut. They'll know to put that other one up there. All right, so this is the knee lift the way it comes. All right. All I'm going to do is drop that down, and I'm going to just give it a little bit of tension just to keep it on there. All right, we can also turn this so it goes the right way. Now this is a real pain in the butt to put these things on here. A ginormous pain in the butt, honestly. But so all I'm doing is just loosening everything up so that we can make the adjustments on this. All right, so this piece right here, that's a stop that we're gonna put on there. So the knee lift doesn't just swing, that's a stop. So the first thing I need to do here is put these ends on, and I have to just kind of visualize about where I want that. It's going to be about right there. So let me move all this out of the way. And okay, I'm just going to screw one screw in. Here's another thing that's crazy. All of this stuff, and then the one thing that's a real pain in the ass, and they give you a flat tip screw instead of a Phillips to run it with. All right. So we got that side on. We need to put this back in here. This back in there. And I put, now you have to do this separately. Come on. All right, make sure that thing swings free like that. Now we can take these and adjust them. That looks about right. There. So let's try it. Oh, that's not going to work. Roll this out a little bit more. Okay, cut that. All right, the objective here is to get this wheel up here. It pushes up that way, and I was going too fast, I didn't pay enough attention, but that isn't gonna work. So what I'm gonna do, what I have to do is, and that's why I only put one screw in here. Take it down. Now I'm just gonna drill another hole. I know that I need to move that over about 3/4 of an inch. I am too fat and too old to be underneath this damn table. Right there. Ah! It'd be nice if they marked this stuff out for you, but they don't. All right, so now we can put all this back in here. And then get it straight. Oh, that looks a lot better. Is that straight? Yeah. All right, let's try this again. Adjust that out. There we go, that looks a lot better. There we go, see that action? I'm on the ball bearing right there. Yep, and look up top up here. So it lifts the whole thing completely up. I'm actually hitting the stop right there. So that's perfect. Now, the next thing is, all right, put it all the way up there so it's just touching. And then when you tighten this one down, now it won't flop around. Now it's stuck right there. All right, so let me screw these tops in. Hand's getting tired. Damn. All right. Perfect. Actually, all right, right there. That's it. So not worried about this yet until we get the rest of the stuff set up. So go ahead and cut, Jake, and we'll get to this. All right, so let's start with this treadle. Now that we have it just put together, you want to make sure that it's going to stay real loose. And then just right now, which we'll readjust this once the table's built. Kind of each is individual, because this can go this way, and this way. It's total adjustment on there, and I like the way that's riding free. Let me hit pause for a second. We'll grab parts. All right, so if I can get everything out of the way. All right, they give you this piece right here, and you can't see it, but there's holes back there. So what you can do is bolt this through here so that your treadle bar can go in the side over there. I find it to be more parts and pieces to break. So, and the way we have our machine set, I like to just, this might take some doing right here, but I'm doing this upside down and backwards. Let's see if I can get it. All right, just barely got it, but it's on there, just barely. All right, oh shit, it's not on there. All right, cut. You get the drift. Go ahead and cut that, Jake. All right, so that was quite the task, but we got that on there. I just like it like that, just because, I guess. So now this one goes in the top up here through that first hole. I need to tighten that up a little bit more. Happens to be a 10 millimeter and I just don't have one, so that's why I'm not using. All right, then they give you an extra bar here for the length, which you're probably gonna need, but you just stick that on there. Like that. Tighten that one down, and then you get another one. And just make sure that it's all the way up. So unlike the old motors where there were a clutch and you needed the freedom, these you just want up and down, okay? So that's it. That's all you got to do to hook that up. All right, cut. Gotta clean. All right, go ahead. All right, so treadle's done, knee lift's done, foot's on, bobbin winder's done. Now we got to hang a thread spool. What would you call that?
Threader?
Thread holder. A thread spool holder. Now this dude gives us a bunch of extra parts that I'm not going to use too. And all these is it's some guides. So you can put all 4 pieces of thread up through there. But as you know, with me, all I do is use black and white. So I just want the black and the white thread on there. We'll use just the standard guides.
Did we put this on there?
No, not going to put that on there either. So this is a base plate that goes where that hole is. Yeah, I don't like it.
Oh, you put this nail.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Just pull it off. There you go. So there is a rubber bushing. Now, a rubber bushing and a washer, and you see that there's a little stop right there? Rubber bushing washer, that's all I do. That way I can just put it in there and I can through bolt it tight so that it doesn't come undone. Here's your, I don't like them to move. That's good. That's good. That's good. All right. Bobbin holders, I'm just going to Throw those on there. There's 2 of them. And then we've got top with just the splice there. And if you just use a drill, this way. I put one this way, and I put one this way. Take this cap off. Oh, great! Really? Seriously?
What are you gonna take that off for?
Well, because I all right, it's got it. All right, so we got the bottom one, top one. This cap back on here. I like this cap because if you guys notice, I hang my my tape up on that thing, so I leave a little bit of room there just for my tape. All right, voila. Well, not voila, but go ahead. And these little pads I use because it helps not helps, shit, it doesn't do anything other than it keeps the bobbin or the thread from hopping around when you're sewing. Paint's right in the way, isn't it? There we go.
Yeah, you gotta twist on it.
Was that my washer?
Yeah.
And you want these little lock washers too, because this thing for some reason vibrates quite a bit and you don't want them to get loose. And then you push that right down on top. All right, guys, so as he's finishing up that last bobbin thread, not bobbin, it's not, I don't know why I say bobbin, thread holder.
Thread will work.
Good luck with this. You know, it's pretty simple to do it, but I know it can be kind of a pain in the butt, especially if you don't have a machine and you can't use anything to reference, because there's no instructions with this stuff. So that's putting together a knockdown table. So you can now buy a knockdown table. And in some future stuff here, real soon, I'm going to go through this machine in detail. I'm going to show you how to do all the settings and the adjustments, show you how to do the oiling, show you how to adjust the thread tensions, particularly the bobbin tension, which is pretty important. It's as important as the top thread tension. I don't know if it's a disclaimer or not, but without all of the protective covers on there, I just don't like them. I think that they're in the way. You know, I find that the one that down here, because I spin my thread on my bobbin when I wind it, it'll cut my finger because I hit the thing all the time. But that's the table, and good luck. Remember to subscribe if you're on YouTube, and subscribe if you're not on YouTube onto the website, and you'll get the your free courses that come up, and also the emails on the courses that we do have existing. So good luck. Talk to you soon.